Good morning. I know we got kind of a weird setup, but you can sit in the middle or on one of the ends. Yeah, and if you need to get past us, just come right up here. Yep, if you want to come on in, definitely just sit in the middle. We're gonna get Caroline. And then if you want to do a loop and just tell people, I don't know. Oh yeah, tell people they got about, what did you say, 9:33? So 3 minutes. Come on in. Oh, here. Like that, and then
It just like, felt really zoomed in, so I was trying to see if I could zoom it.
oh, no, that's right.
Is it? Yeah.
It might have just been the angle that I was at.
Well, you know what I mean?
Where did we go?
Like that. There's a lot of cords happening.
Right. Yeah, that way then we can even. I'm trying to, because there's things you can do to it.
I know, that's what I was trying to figure out too.
You got, what can you do with it? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I just green. That's green.
Here's some.
Yeah.
Dang it, I want coffee. How many minutes there?
When's that coffee?
9:30.
Time. 2 minutes. We're gonna come to the museum. I like to. Let's just grab your cup and make it in here. Where's Tina? You can sit in the middle, or you can sit over here, or wherever you can find a chair. But yeah, feel free to sit right in the middle area.
Yeah, I guess you get to have to.
No, actually, maybe if you don't mind, I'll let you run the if everyone wants it. Oh, what are we doing with college? Yeah, she's gonna run and get toothpaste today, so I'm just gonna have her go get us a color pop at the same time.
A little overplayed.
Sour?
Today's day.
What's this, sour? Is that the song you wanted to? Or oh, is this one of those? That's right.
I love that driver's license song. It's like some, it's just like some joker's girlfriend who's like wants to. Oh, you can sit here. That's what they're for. We want you right there in the middle, Caroline. Absolutely. With my floral pants and yeah. Did you see my post? Because we couldn't find you sitting in our office. Ooh, Thank you.
Hit pause.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The mood, wet blanket.
Right.
Yes.
That was it was. Do I have to hit record?
It's already recorded.
Oh.
Yeah, I started the recording, so we're good.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. We have some people in house.
Yes, we're in house. Okay, just a reminder that we would love to start seeing people back in house in the market center, at the team meetings. We will start a lot of the trainings over the next week or two. We'll start kind of moving back into in-person. So we're hoping to get a full house again, and just really kind of start pumping out and having everybody in house and ready to roll. So definitely join us when you can. We didn't do it today. We were going to do Linda's lattes, but we'll start adding back some fun things to get you into the office. And one of them may even include some cash.
You gave me a cash.
Yeah. My friend Nora sometimes gives me little ideas and I love them. So, yeah, and I'll just walk past her office. What do you got for me today? All right.
I have to click this.
Oh, just touch it. All right. What do we have for gratitude? Thank you. Who would like to start us off? Come on, somebody.
I'm grateful we got through January.
Right?
That can be a tough time in the real estate business.
It can. Yes, I'm kind of excited. We'll share some numbers next week, but I am with you. Thank you.
I've got a gratitude. I am grateful for, it sounds so cliche, but I am grateful for our healthcare workers who are on the front lines every day. As I had COVID about 2.5 weeks ago, just really went into Alina in Coon Rapids and really thanked the lady that has been administering the monoclonal antibodies, and just really realized firsthand, what some people go through that we don't realize in our society that are dealing with COVID on a daily basis. And anyway, that just was one of the shout out for medical workers. I know we have some of them in our office actually that are dual careers, so wanted to give a lot of gratitude to that.
I think a lot of us are probably right there, if not all of us, with you. Agree on that one. I would like to share some gratitude for all of you and for the team. Got to be honest, it was very minimal emails while I was gone. It was very relaxing. So thank you to everybody I love it. You guys just kind of jumped in, took everything as you always do. But even just everybody, the emails were just so minimal. I'll be honest, I did not work really much other than a few emails. Partially not by choice. My computer did break partway through, so I had no choice. As I was told, that was God's way of saying, you're not going to work this week, whether you like it or not. So it was very relaxing. So thank you, everybody. I really enjoyed just getting away because I don't usually do that.
Well deserved.
Well deserved, true.
That's good because I'm going again next week.
Bye.
Yes. Who else do we got out there?
Anybody else?
Come on. I know there's somebody who wants to share with us.
I have one that's not work related.
Doesn't need to be, just a reminder.
One of our really close friends, she found out her mom has cancer this last week. So all of like my guy friends got together and did like a game night for her, and just like rallied behind her. So just grateful for good friends, especially like getting older and meeting like nice boys. And
You have nice boys?
I know nice boys, yeah, you know, because there's when they're teenagers and stuff. So yeah, just grateful for good friends and being good people.
Here. Nice. That's awesome. Who else do we got?
Jordan.
Not quite group.
Jordan, that's the difference between boys and men.
Exactly, Lynn. You said it. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Are they old enough to
Well,
fall into that category?
I would like to share something.
Yes.
It's not work related either. I'm grateful for my my youngest daughter's life. She had a car accident like 3 days ago, 3 or 4 days ago. Well, she was her car got some of the ice on the highway, and she went against the barrier and started spinning. A Silverado hit her, trying to avoid her, and then a semi truck was gonna hit her, and she thought fast, and she stepped on the gas and ended up in the ditch. That's what saved her life. That she thought fast.
Oh.
So I'm grateful. Material things are replaceable, but I'm grateful for her life.
Oh,
Man.
I'm so happy to hear that she was okay.
Yeah, she is. Thank you. Things that we don't say and we don't say, but there's some
Thank you
things
for
that are
sharing.
like, yeah. Thank you.
What else we got out there? Anybody else? I'm grateful we're going to get to see Steve Highland on Friday. I might have saw a little email.
It'll be fun.
I know. I'm so excited to see you back in the office.
Well, it'll be fun. It'll be a very, very valuable trip there. And I'm coming in a couple minutes late, but I just want to say or reiterate for probably the 100th time I'm just so very grateful to be in business with one of Keller Williams offices in the entire country, whether that's volume or the group of people that we work with, and our group is growing all the time. So thank you guys for being part of that and letting me be part of it with you. It's a big deal.
Thank you, Steve. We love you. And did you get a little haircut?
I did. Thank you.
Yeah, you're looking a little snazzy. I like it. Looking nice.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else before we move on?
I'm thankful for my little travel partner. Thank you, Carrie.
Yeah, thank you. What else we got? And I thought I heard somebody else. Was anybody else popping on?
This is Janine. I just wanted to say I'm super thankful for like my January with you guys, and it just the way that like even though I was super stressed, I feel like everyone at the brokerage was like really hand holding and very gentle and allowed me to get through my first 30 days, and I'm super grateful for that. So thank you, all of you. So.
Wonderful. Glad you're here.
All right.
All right, we have two very special guests with us, Shannon and Kirsten. So we wanted to welcome them. They are from Minnesota Housing, and they will be speaking today on the FixUp Loan program. So I don't know, I think I saw them pop on it. Shannon or Kirsten, did you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Yes, we are both here. My name is Kirsten Partenheimer, and I am on the business development team. And so I work almost exclusively with our FixUp program, although we do have home buyer programs. And so I work a little with that, but I really work most of my time in partnership with Shannon. I'll let her introduce herself.
Yeah, good morning. So my name is Shannon Gerving, and I am the FixUp program manager. I apologize in advance. I'm not going to turn my camera on this morning. We're fighting a pretty bad cold in our house right now. And so I don't think anybody needs to see me in the state I'm in. And that's also why my voice might sound a little bit weird. So just wanted to let y'all know that up front. But you do see our home taken selfies here. So at least you can kind of put a face with the names that I'll be talking with you this morning. So yeah, we're here this morning. We thank you for the opportunity to talk about the FixUp loan program. FixUp is our statewide home improvement program for eligible homeowners, and we think an important tool for real estate agents to be aware of. So if we could go to the next slide, please. All right, so buyers didn't get their dream home. So maybe your clients couldn't get their dream home this time around, but we want to talk to you about how FixUp may be able to help them get closer to their dream home. So as you can see on the slide here, we're mentioning a few different improvements that are eligible under the FixUp loan program. I also had sent over our eligible and ineligible improvement list. I'm not sure if that was shared with you all, but if not, we do have that list also available on our website. If you did get a chance to look at it, you might have noticed that it's about 3 or 4 pages long, and again gives you an idea of eligible improvements as well as ineligible improvements. But also I just want to note that the list is not actually exhaustive. So certainly if you end up with a buyer or a seller who's wanting to do some improvements or repairs or upgrades and it's not on that list, someone can always reach out to us and we can help troubleshoot whether it would be eligible or not. But just as a few examples here, so perhaps their house needs some system replacements, some of those must-have items like a new furnace or AC or water heater, window replacement, again, as on the slide. But another thing to keep in mind with FixUp is it's also for some of those maybe nice to have items. So FixUp can finance kitchen and bathroom remodeling. It can also finance new carpet, new paint, refinishing hardwood floors. We can also go outside of the home a little bit and do some types of landscaping are also eligible. Perhaps there's a problematic trees on the property or something along those lines. So it's really quite an exhaustive program when it comes to eligible improvements. And next slide. Okay, thank you. So as far as those folks who might be eligible to use FixUp, so certainly established homeowners. So whether they've been in the home for a year or 30 years, if they have a project they want to get done, FixUp could be an option for them. Recent home buyers. So if you're working with folks who have recently bought or are in the process of buying a home, they have the potential to essentially close on their first mortgage and then really turn right around and apply for, or even maybe close on their FixUp loan. So for FixUp, we do not have an occupancy time frame. So people don't need to be in the home for 30, 60, 90 days or anything like that. They essentially, again, can just close on that first mortgage and then they could potentially be eligible for FixUp financing. Excuse me. And then too, with recent home buyers might be a good option because people who have little to no equity might still be able to qualify for FixUp. So we do have higher loan to value limits than most traditional products. We can actually go up to 110% of the after improved value. And we also do have an unsecured option for FixUp. So again, in case folks don't have a lot of equity in their home, that might not necessarily be a problem when it comes to FixUp. FixUp can also be a financing tool potentially for those who have just completed a project or maybe a project that's already been started. We do have a time frame requirement there. So the project needs to have been within 120 days preceding the FixUp loan closing. So as an example of this, one that Kirsten and I like to talk about is that a few years ago, before the pandemic and all of that, we used to go up to a energy show in Duluth. And so we were up at this show talking to contractors, and the gentleman at the booth next to us came over to see what we were all about. And so this was in, I think, February. And he mentioned that in, December, so 2 months prior, he had to get a new roof, I think it was. And that he ended up, I think, putting it on a credit card or something like that with, high interest, I think like 9% interest, something like that. And, wished he would have known about the FixUp loan program. And so we were able to give him some good news in that essentially he could have used FixUp to pay off that credit card or the loan. I'm not sure, I can't remember which one exactly it was, and then could get that lower rate with FixUp because roof is an eligible improvement. That the improvement was done only a couple of months before, it was within that 120-day time frame. So we can get kind of creative when it comes to the FixUp loan program. And then another group to be aware of when it comes to using FixUp is actually sellers. So possibly someone wants to or needs to fix something up in their home in order to sell it or to get the best price for the home. They could potentially get a FixUp loan. So there is no prepayment penalty on FixUp. The loan does need to be paid if the home is sold or is no longer occupied, but we had an example a couple of years ago where some people had their house on the market and they actually didn't have a garage. And so that was really hurting their offers because the home didn't have a garage. And so they used FixUp to construct a garage and then, thought that that would be then more attractive to buyers. And just a few things to be aware of here with the FixUp program. Excuse me. So we offer affordable fixed interest rates. So once buyers are locked into their rate, they will have that rate for the life of the loan. Along with that, we do offer more lengthy loan terms than a lot of comparable products. So in some cases, the FixUp loan term can actually go out to 20 years. So obviously increasing affordability for borrowers. And then we offer, we offer loans from a minimum of $2,000 to a maximum of $75,000. So the $75,000 would be for our secured loans. For the unsecured loan options that I mentioned a little earlier, the loan limit on those is going to be $25,000. As we talked about earlier, little to no equity is needed because again, we've got the unsecured option, we've got some generous loan to value limits.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, was there a question?
Nope, we're good.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, if you do have questions, feel free to just, shout them out. No problem with that. And then too, as I mentioned earlier, there is no prepayment penalty on FixUp. So again, possibly a good option for sellers who are not planning to be in their home maybe that much longer. Also under FixUp, borrowers have the option to, of course, either hire a contractor or they can actually do the work themselves. So they can't pay themselves to do the work, but they can use FixUp to buy materials or to rent tools to get the work done. All right, next slide, please. Okay, excuse me. So I think sometimes people hear about Minnesota Housing or they hear about FixUp and knowing that it's a government program, they sometimes immediately think that it's geared toward low-income households, which isn't actually true for FixUp. So we actually target FixUp more toward moderate income households. And as you can see on the slide here, our income limit for the program for the Twin Cities metro area is $156,800. And then we do actually have a couple of FixUp options that have no income limit. So again, the household can be making $1 million potentially and still maybe qualify for the FixUp option. So the ones that don't have an income limit would include our energy loans, which we have a secured and an unsecured, and then also our accessibility loan. A couple of notes on those though is we talked earlier about how FixUp generally is pretty open when it comes to eligible improvements, but if the borrower is going to be getting an energy or an accessibility loan, the window of eligible improvements does narrow quite a bit. And we've got more information about that on our website. And again, as we talked about earlier, maximum loan amounts 25,000 for the unsecured and our energy loans, and then up to $75,000 for our secured loans. And I'm just going to pause here really quickly to get a sip of water. All right.
And Shannon, I can jump in at any time.
Sure. Yeah, just my toddler brought home a cold last week from daycare, and we've actually been pretty good, my husband and I, that we haven't been getting the daycare cred from her, and our luck ran out this one, so we'll make it through. But okay, so how it works. So with the FixUp loan program, the borrower is actually going to work directly with one of our lender partners. So we work with a network of lenders throughout the state who are able to use the FixUp loan program. The lender partner underwrites, closes, and funds the loan. And then the loan is then serviced by our servicer, who is Marinette. So that just gives you kind of a high overview summary of how the process works. We are continuously funded throughout the year, so we don't run out of money, which is just kind of a nice thing to keep in mind. Borrowers are able to find a lender at our website, which is mnhousing.gov. We can move to the next slide there. And so again, this is our website, mnhousing.gov. We've got that red box there on the left-hand side where you can see the link to find a lender. So again, this is where borrowers can go to find a lender, or if you're all curious about who in the area is offering FixUp, or maybe even looking to partner with a lender, this is a good tool for where you can find out who those individuals are. Also on the website, we just have a ton more information, as you can see. But then this slide right here is giving you a screenshot of the actual lender search. So what you're going to do to find a lender is just type in the zip code for the area that you're interested in. And then you just want to be sure you're selecting make home improvements on that right-hand side there. You're going to click search, which I think is cut off a little bit here. And then it's going to give you a list of lenders that are within 10 miles of that zip code that you can be in touch with, or that the borrower can be in touch with. We do also offer promotional materials for our programs. And so for FixUp, you can go out to our website. We do send our materials out for free. So if you are interested in having a stack of brochures in your office, for example, you can feel free to request those. We also have recently started providing social media templates. So if you have a Facebook presence or something like that, and you wanted to use some of our social media templates, you can certainly do that. And then again, my name is Shannon Gerby. I'm the FixUp program manager. And then we've got Kirsten Partenheimer, our business development rep. If you do have questions or concerns, you can certainly feel free to reach out to us. Also, I think we've got some time here today for Q&A. If you'd like to do that, or Kirsten, I'm not sure if I missed anything, if there's anything else you wanted to add.
No, I think you really covered the high level points. Obviously, we can go into much more detail about this, but I know as real estate agents, you don't need to get as involved in the details. It's usually between the borrower and the lender. And that's another reason to connect with a lender who works with this program, because if you do have clients who have more detailed questions, then it's good to send them to the lender, because that will be the person that your client is going to work with from beginning to end with the FixUp program.
Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, Isaac.
The loan amount is based on what appraised value? Or what do they use for the value of the home if they're going to do a security?
So Shannon, you could probably add a little bit more to this, but we don't require appraisals for the FixUp loan, and actually we discourage appraisals. So usually what lenders will use is the value from the tax statement. And if it was a recent purchase or they recently refinanced and they had an appraisal done, yes, of course, we can use that appraisal. If it's been within the last year, if it's a recent purchase within the last 12 months, we can also use the purchase price. So the lender is going to basically take the highest value of what values there are available. Most people do not have an appraisal available, so that lender is looking at, the value on the tax statement. And then if that isn't high enough for what the lender needs to make all the numbers work, then the lenders can reach out to Shannon and talk about other ways to calculate the value of the property.
Yep. So exactly like Kirsten was saying, and then for some lenders, we have approved internal evaluations that they use in-house. We also generally will accept an AVM. And a point of note is, so I talked earlier about how we can go up to 110% LTV. That's actually of the after improved value. So Minnesota Housing has the calculation, which is taking the current market value, whatever mechanism is used. So like Kirsten mentioned, the most recent tax statement, an appraisal or purchase price if it's within the past 12 months. And then the lender will actually add 50% of the proposed improvements to that amount. And that's what gets the after improved value.
And just clarification, this is a lien against the property.
It is a lien if they do a secured loan, but if they go unsecured, then there would not be a lien.
Hi, I have a question.
Go ahead, Bertie.
How do you work with people? I'm thinking of a friend of mine who she's a 1099 employee. And second of all, I'm so glad that you work with new people because one of my buyers I just closed on, we talked about this program. So I'm super excited for her. But the 1099 people, how do you work with them? Does the program, is it a bit more flexible?
So we actually allow our lenders to defer to their own underwriting guidelines when it comes to calculating income. So it would just depend on the lender they're going to and what their underwriting guidelines say to do with a 1099 employee.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
What kind of interest rates?
Sorry?
What kind of interest rates are these?
So, excuse me, we have our interest rates posted on our website under loan pricing. And the reason I mentioned that is because it is a little bit confusing on FixUp because we do have quite a few interest rates depending on the type of loan they're getting. So again, whether they're getting a secured or an unsecured. Also, the shorter the loan term, the lower the interest rate. And then in addition to that, if the borrower enrolls in ACH, they actually get a 0.25% discount. Then we also have a rate if the fix-up loan is going to be in first lien position. The energy loan has a separate rate and the accessibility loan has a separate rate. So all told, there's like about a dozen rates that the borrower could potentially get. But at the moment, just to give you an idea, the range is for the absolute lowest rate that they could get like today, locking in today, it's a little bit less than 3%. And then the highest would be 4.75%.
Right. Any other questions?
I do have a question. Do this have to be their primary home? Like, do they have to stay in the home for a certain amount of time?
It does have to be their primary residence. It has to be owner occupied, but there is no minimum occupancy requirement in order to get the loan. So again, new home buyers, they can apply for a fix-up or close on a fix-up home loan right away. And then you don't have to have the loan for a certain amount of time. So that's why this also works for sellers if they need to do work to the property before putting it on the market, and then they sell it and pay off the loan.
Okay, thank you.
Just as a last comment, more of a testimonial. I've used that FixUp loan on my house a couple of times, and it's very easy to work. It's cheap money. The lender was very reasonable, and then they used the property tax value versus needing to get the appraisal. So when the property taxes are sitting higher than the values that are getting out there in the market, it works out really well on top of that. So
If your property is going up in value.
yeah, so it's a really good program, and I always talk to my clients about it. So.
Awesome. Thank you. We love
Yeah.
hearing about firsthand experience with the program.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Many Minnesota housing employees have also used it, and I know some lenders have used it as well. So I think that's a testament to the program.
Definitely. Well, if there's any more questions really quick, otherwise, see if anyone.
Is there any phone number to contact you? Any
Why
of
don't
you?
we, what we'll do is we're gonna send, Jordan's actually gonna go on and order some of the marketing materials, as well as once she gets those, what we'll do is we'll send a link to all of it along with
The
their phone
handout.
number, the contact information and so forth, for other questions.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, thank you
Yeah.
so much, Shannon and Kirsten. We appreciate you joining us today. It was really awesome to learn about it. So thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank
And don't hesitate to reach out if you have any other questions, or if you need help connecting with a lender who does FixUp, or if a client has questions about it, we can get them directed to the right place as well.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys.
Have a great day.
You too. All righty. Really quick, we're just gonna go over a few other things today. So February birthdays, woo woo. Happy birthday. It looks like we have some tomorrow. Janine Hill's on this call. Happy early birthday. So happy happy birthday to everyone this month. So I know. Kijay's a Valentine's baby.
I was gonna say.
You have a birthday secret?
I'm gonna leak it here, and I don't know if she has Lisa Lee on the call.
Lisa, are you on the call?
Lisa Lee was born in Korea, and you guys celebrated her birthday last month because it's complicated.
Her birthday is
February.
So she fall-
14th, so it's the, after the, because today is the new year.
They follow the
something new
lunar,
year.
they follow the lunar calendar.
So we need to add.
Oh, so she'll get added.
Okay.
You're funny.
No, but
Lisa's here, yeah.
Because we used the date that was like. I know, but it's complicated, but her real birthday is February 14th.
Well, we're gonna add that.
Yes.
We're gonna have an extra.
Hi, Lisa, we love you.
Hi.
We just try to make your life a little bit more, less complicated or more complicated. I don't know.
Because Koreans are more complicated, right?
There's lots of,
It's
have
a
lots of
lunar-
birthdays.
It's a lunar, yeah, so. I always like a birthday.
Birthday is on the day.
I know.
For Florida.
Yeah.
Guess we're gonna have to celebrate, those of us that are going to family reunion.
Yes.
Right.
Sorry, Lisa.
Hi, happy birthday to all of our Februarys, including Lisa Lee.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Beth.
All right. KWIR anniversaries for February. Happy anniversary, everyone.
Look at, let's see, oh, 13 years. Woo woo.
I
12.
know.
Hey, I'm not there.
Who's not there?
I'm not there. I joined it a year ago, exactly today.
So,
Oh yeah, Carrie, you should explain this because I've.
you want me to get here? in
Yeah.
front of the camera? So I'll just stand over here instead of in front of you.
Yeah.
Thanks for.
Yep.
Quick little, if you're not, I think I run into this a lot. We're like, well, that's not right. The way we pull your information is based on when I put your date, like you joined today, into the system.
Yep.
As you know how then that technically like your anniversary, when you guys reset, is that first of that following month. So that's the date that it shoots me. So yes, everybody is always kind of the month after.
Makes sense. Thank you. Thank you, Carrie.
Even though you married us that day, we just don't celebrate it. We had to really decide like, do we want to celebrate or not? So it is
Oh, God.
the same like her birthday. Yes, it's kind of like this, it's kind of like Lily's birthday. We got to decide how it's gonna work and then yep, now we're gonna celebrate it. So
Thank you, Carrie.
happy anniversary. So happy anniversary.
Yeah, happy anniversary, everyone.
Happy anniversary.
All righty. I think I saw her hop on earlier. Our partner of the week this week, Miss Reina Rousseau.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Karina,
I was like super curious as to what picture you were going to pull off today.
We pick it today, but next time it might not be this.
Somebody must have not had time to stalk my Facebook today.
I picked my favorite.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Well, I think it's really great that Minnesota Housing was just on. I mean, obviously, it's a very, very good info. There's only a few lenders in the cities that offer that fix-up loan, and it can be great for the very specific client. I love to see that they offer that. Cross Country does not, unfortunately. We offer everything else possible with Minnesota Housing, just not the fix-up. In other news, as far as lending goes, I don't think that we talked about this last time, but I did want to make mention, if you have clients that are looking for, maybe we did talk about it, second homes, investment properties, things like that, make sure that they are aware in speaking with their lenders, especially if they're doing rental calculations, things like that, you know, to kind of plan for their investment properties and their investment portfolios in the future, that they're talking with their lender to see what potentially could happen to their interest rate. I know that some clients that are looking for second homes too in warmer cities as well, you know, thinking about Airbnb, things like that. There is a interest rate hit coming from Fannie and Freddie within about the next 30 days or so. Some lenders already have this priced in to their interest rates. I've had several conversations with clients who were thinking about buying investment properties, duplexes, things like that around the city, where, you know, maybe it might not make sense for the rent that they thought that they would be collecting as they kind of plan for their investment future, you know, their rental calculations and things like that. It also could impact somebody's approval. So another really good reason to reach out to clients who are kind of maybe in limbo or, you know, thinking about buying, not quite sure, all those good things. What questions do we have? Anything that you need to know?
Any questions?
That's okay. There will be some marketing materials coming out too. If you have any questions or want to chat about it, I'd love to answer.
Awesome. Thank you, Reina.
Yeah. Have a great day, everybody.
You too.
thank you.
All right. Why can I never figure out where to click? There we go.
Oh, reminders. All right. So I think everybody saw my email. You probably have received your first 1099. Woohoo with the number that showed up on there. Those were incorrect. Somehow, we still haven't figured out how, but somehow the system doubled everybody's income on their 1099. So thank you. I can't remember who was the first person to say to me, I don't think I made this much. I only sold the, I was like, oh. So the new ones were processed last evening. Those will come out. I would assume if they were processed last evening, the vendor will have them in the mail today. So I would hope by the end of week you have them. If somebody has a tax appointment, has a question prior to that, reach out to me and I will get you the information that you need. But what we're seeing is literally divide it in half and it is matching what I have in my system. So that should be correct. And again, I apologize for that. Invoicing, just kind of a reminder, I get a lot of questions, not when the invoice email goes out, but when the email comes out that your payment has been made. Just want to make sure everybody understands that at the beginning of the month is when you get the invoice of what is anticipated to be pulled. We give you time. That's time for you in that meantime to say, this is incorrect, this is, you know, whatever, I wanted to pay with a different card, whatever it may be. And then it's not pulled until usually about the 24th to the 25th of the month. So that's why you see that afterwards. And a lot of times people will say, well, I've already paid it. So that first one you get isn't actually paying it. It's just telling you this is how much the month's invoice is. And then when you see an email later in the month, that's because the payment has been made. Again, now you did see this year or this month, the same day the payment was made, you got an email for next month's invoicing already. Because that was one of the things I was trying to do from Mexico and it didn't go so well. As I was like trying on a really small thing to push buttons. So I accidentally hit the wrong button initially. So, but those have not been paid. So you've gotten kind of the email for your February invoice that won't pull until probably the 24th. Well, this is a shorter month. So probably like right around the 23rd, 24th of the month. So again, you can go in and change it. You can pay it yourself, or if it's not paid, then we just go in and pull it on that date. And then commission process, I'm sure everybody's kind of catching on and seeing it, but I just kind of want to reiterate what I'm doing now because we've got so many checks, which I love. Thank you. But there's so many coming in daily that we're doing it. I'm just doing it in a group email to those checks that came in. I send out an email that just says your DA is in your opportunity and you can go in there and look at it. Every once in a while, I'll forget to send the email. If you think like, hey, I never got paid, I didn't hear about getting paid, I should have been paid, my check went in, just pop into your opportunity and under your closed documents, if there's a DA in there, then it has been processed and has been paid out. So those will go in there. And again, we'll also make note if the file is not approved. If we need things from Lynn prior to the funds actually being dispersed, you will get an email on that saying Lynn's waiting for this, or touch base with Lynn to get those documents. But so that'll just come out in one email without all the DAs attached, that you can just go into your opportunity and there will be that DA. And same with that end of year, if you needed something, you can always go back to your DA and find, or to your opportunity and find a document in there for that payment. Are there any questions on any of those? You did such a good job explaining. No questions. Great. All right, perfect. Thank you. All right, who's going? Hands up. Who's going? Virtually. Okay, even virtually. Let's see our virtual hands. All right, awesome.
So I know there were some questions about the virtual, how to do it. You go to the exact same link as you would if you were going to do register in person. It'll give you the option to say in-person registration or virtual registration.
Yeah. So we are not doing, since all of us will be there, we are not doing, I mean, you know, you guys are welcome to get a group of you if you want together and, you know, watch it together in the market center, watch it together in a conference room, you know, however you want to do it, but there won't be the whole market center putting on an event because we'll be there. So while we would love to play some poker like we did last year, was that for family reunion?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we did that.
The Vegas theme.
Yes, that's right. So definitely still opportunities to join as well. There is still the opportunity to join us in Florida. We would love to have you. But yeah, get in there and sign up now if you have not, so you can see either the virtual or in person. It's going to be great, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, buckle up and prepare yourself, because these gals have never been there and they're going this year. And they're going to come back and you're going to wonder what they were doing, because they are going to be so like on KW high. It's going to be crazy. So I'm super excited because I'm honestly, I mean, I know like I love our leadership team. They pour into everybody. But I feel like when you go to family reunion that first time, I like you more than just fall in love, because you're like, wow, this is like, I can do this for these agents. I can help, because it offers even so much to leadership. The things that we see, the people we get to meet who tell us how they pour it into their agents and what they do. I'm excited. So don't be surprised if you find these guys literally like making coffee for you and bringing it to your office daily and just sitting down with you to chit chat, because they're going to be in love. So
bring comfortable shoes.
Yes. Yes. Those of you that are going, it is not, yes, people dress nicely, but it's not a fashion show. So I will usually be wearing a dress and tennis shoes, because you will put on, we usually put on anywhere from 25 to 29,000 steps a day. And that is no lie.
I also I highly recommend carrying basic stuff like eye drops, Tylenol. I was going to say pee pads, but Nora's giving me a look. Flip flops for sure. Carry basic stuff like lotion,
sanitizer.
lotion for your hand sanitizer, of course, but lotion for your hands and to put that on your feet because you're going to be walking that much. Battery pack. I put a list because this is the first time.
Yeah,
I'm
we're gonna
missing.
send one. We will send one out to everybody because you're also, big thing is, even if it warms up in Florida, you will be freezing in the conference center. I'm gonna tell you right now, it is so cold, you will be turning
Absolutely.
purple.
I have a complete cheat list because I am such a huge fan. I cannot emphasize this enough, guys. Our first year, we had no money for mortgage, and Julia and Lashes threatened to kick both our asses if we didn't go. We seriously did not have the money, so we looked at one another. We went and came back and closed 29 closings in our very first year, and I attribute that to family reunion, and that was that and every year since then we have gone, and I'm
So
moved.
here's what
The
we're gonna
amount of
do.
stuff I learned over there, that I'm always moved when I think about my first time, because we were this close to losing our home. We had no food, and the community came together and we just went.
All right, we're gonna make, we are gonna make Cheryline our ass kicker. Starting in March,
No, absolutely.
starting March 1st, she's gonna start talking to everyone who says, I don't know if I'll be able to go next year.
March
And
1st,
she
it's
will,
this year.
but I'm saying right after this year's family reunion, we're gonna get this whole market center going. Like, we're gonna be there, because it's fun, because you go and there are some market centers where there's 5 people, 10 people, and then you see market centers where they have like 50 to 70, if not more people there. And you're just like, wow, because that's, I mean, we're gonna get a huge group next year. We're gonna make it happen.
And if it's not Florida.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I think I heard you guys say that you guys were gonna do like a Airbnb or something like that. Is that still offered? Or like what's the, or do we?
No, so some people will, there are like, once you register, there are sites you could go on. Some people will open it up. There'll be people doing Airbnbs even from different market centers. We are not this year. This year we, everyone has done hotels. But it's
You
one of
have-
those.
You have to book. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
for
they're not-
next year, for next year, we are booking our accommodations this year. It's packed. It's
yeah.
only Orlando.
Yeah, so as soon as, like, what'll happen is the very last day of family reunion, they'll play the video release where next year's is gonna be.
Run and book your accommodation right away.
Yeah. So we'll
Okay.
then send out more.
Okay.
So if you do decide you still want to go this year, definitely reach out to myself, Jordan, Lauren, one of us, and we can kind of help guide you through how to find. We have Facebook sites that can help you find rooms if you do still want to go.
There are a lot of hotel rooms in Orlando.
Yeah.
May not be as convenient.
Yeah,
but
but this is
there's something
crashing with
available.
spring break.
All right.
I'm curious, why did Tylenol? What? Why you have to bring Tylenol?
I used to get up because some of the classes are as.
Can I get the dates one more time? Sorry.
Oh, what did you say? I'm sorry, Janine. Oh, I'm going back.
Okay, I just need the dates.
18th through the 22nd.
Okay, thank you.
Of course. All righty. I'm gonna try calendar stuff this week. All righty. So today, 10:30 a.m., we are gonna be having open tech time with Lauren. That is in person and via Zoom, or sure. Yes, it is.
And it's just, if you guys have questions, come. I'm not like teaching anything, but if you have specific questions, reach out.
Definitely. 1 p.m. today, PC class is going to be the transaction desk templates. Wednesday, tomorrow. Oh, 6 personal perspectives isn't supposed to be on there. That's next week. So don't look at this 10:30 thing.
I've got the other stuff.
Oh, okay.
So nothing at 10:30 tomorrow.
Yes, nothing at 10:30 tomorrow, but
Weekend.
at 11 a.m. PC special guests. So they are going to have Angela Hunter and Jeremy Ellis from Keller Mortgage. I don't know if Matt and Alec are on here at all, if they wanted to say anything about it.
I saw Matt.
Maybe they had to hop off, but they're going to have that. Oh, that.
Sorry. Hey, it's Bernie. Sorry, I dropped my phone.
Oh, you're
Angela, Angela is who I work through regularly. She's my only person through KW. She's awesome.
Oh, good. Yeah, these are 2 of the kind of more top kind of people there that you can use. So.
Yeah. And Jeremy Ellis is their director of agent relations. So he'll kind of be walking you guys through everything, how to navigate the portal, how to send out customized emails to your clients, how to send out application links, all that good stuff. And then Angela will be going over that mortgage side in the pre-approval process. So that'll be from 11 a.m. to 11:30. We've invited a couple other market centers too. So
we'll have it playing in here.
Okay.
So we will play it in here tomorrow. So if people are in the market center, you want to be in here, definitely, hop in and we'll make sure that it's playing.
Yes. And then we have playbook session number 4 tomorrow. That's buyer docs and how to's. I will talk with Canada, and that one was Zoom only, but maybe we'll be doing in-person hybrid this time. So I'll talk with her and let you guys know what we decide. And then Thursday, 11 a.m. growth coaching mastermind. I think that's actually at 1 p.m. Well, this one is a mess today. So that one's at 1 p.m. on Thursday. That is invite only. So if you are part of growth coaching, then you probably already know about it. So again, 1 p.m., not 11 a.m.
Okay. 6 personal perspectives. This is not until next Wednesday. For those of you that did not make the first one, they did not record it. I was hoping to watch it as well. But I spoke with Bryn, and Dennis will be covering enough of it that even if you didn't see the first 3 that they went through, you definitely want to join for those second 3. It's okay. You'll be fine. It'll just follow along. Their plan is to kind of keep running this maybe quarterly through the region. So then you'll be able to just hop in next time, watch just the first 3 or watch all 6 again. But really, I think for those of you that did see the first 3, you probably would agree. It's a great, first of all, Dennis is amazing. He is absolutely amazing as a speaker. So definitely join next Wednesday for those 6 personal perspectives. And to be honest with you, we'll probably have it running again here in the trading room. So we're kind of trying to get back in. I'd like to have that playing so then we can also kind of talk a little bit through it at the end.
It's also National Pizza Day that day.
So
maybe we'll get pizza.
We'll have pizza. So if that gets more people here, we're going to call it Pizza
Perspectives Day. Personal perspectives and pizza.
There you go. All right, new logos coming out. Save the day.
Save the day.
All right. I hope to goodness, guys, this is going to be an amazing. It gets better and better. So our little Irish friend, Steve Hyland, is helping us make this just an absolutely bang up amazing event. So we have decided that we are going to do, it's not, so if you want to be formal, you can go formal if you have green, but we just want to get as much green. You got green pants, green shirt, green face, green hat, green gloves, green shoes, whatever you got that's green, put it on. We want to find the best, because there will be a prize for the best looking leprechaun. So whoever's got the most green on, bring it. So you can wear whatever you want. Dress up, find something fun, green bow tie, go to the dollar store, green hats, you can get it all, but just have a good time with it. And there'll be a lot of more information coming out on the events that will be happening.
Is this also via Zoom?
I'm sorry, what? It may happen via Zoom. It's kind of hard to say because it's actually going to be a very interactive event. We are going to have games and different things where you can win prizes. And all of this will be going on in different locations. It's at the Keller Golf Course, which is a pretty large venue. We kind of pushed it back, because hoping that COVID would kind of maybe take a little bit of a back seat and die down a little bit, and then also giving us more opportunity to spread out. So that way, then it wouldn't be everybody kind of so close in one area. So we have taken the whole upstairs. So like their bar area, their main area, they'll be kind of a little bit more spread out, but I assume maybe the awards part itself will be via Zoom, but the rest of it really wouldn't be. You could try and eat via Zoom if you like, but.
Carrie, nice job choosing that venue. That's a fabulous place. Keller Golf.
Yes.
Where is it at? I was not listening.
Keller Golf Course in Maplewood.
Course in Maplewood. It's
Just down the road off 36.
I ran over there from here. It was like honestly, maybe 8 minutes from here. It's not far at all.
That's my driving, so maybe 10, 15.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
All righty, it looks like we're nearing the end of the meeting real quick. Just any needs and wants coming soon, just listed. Any open houses that you may have available for someone to host, just share whatever with us.
Oh, I'm hoping you people are busy. Come on. I think we're gonna change that picture and put a picture of Bueller.
Yeah, since we always have to.
Nobody has a listing? Come on, no listings coming on, no buyer needs. Nobody's working with buyers right now?
Well, this is Janine. I have a buyer, and she's looking in Cambridge, Isani area. She would like she needs a flat like townhome, so it's kind of like hard to kind of find that right now. And we are trying to stay under 200, which is even worse. So yeah, but that's my need. If anyone comes across anything in Cambridge, Isani, flat, even it could be single family home, whatever. It just needs to kind of be under 200. Thanks.
Awesome. And that was Janine Hill.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was just saying that one was Janine Hill. If you guys have anything for that. Was that you, John? You can go ahead now. Oh,
Yeah, that was me. So I have a listing coming on, coming soon next Monday, live next Friday, condo right by Bidet Makaska, 200,000. And then I have a Brooklyn Park 3-bed, 2-bath on about a 1/3 acre with a really big shed in the back, new flooring, new paint, and a lot of other updates, including new windows, siding, and roof that will be priced right around $350,000.
Awesome.
That's all.
Was that, I'm sorry, who was talking? This is Bernie. Can you send me information on that condo by
Yeah.
Makaska?
Yeah, absolutely. John Ottoman, if you just, I'm driving, so just throw
sure,
your
John.
name in the chat box or just
Will
send me a
do.
text and I will get that to you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Perfect. All righty. Anybody else got anything to share?
I've got a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single family, no garage, shared driveway on the west side of St. Paul that's coming. It's currently occupied with a tenant. She knows that she's got to move if it gets sold to someone, but she's also willing to sign and enter into a lease. The difficult part is going to be the showings. It'll be occupied when you do the showings, but I'm expecting that one to go coming soon here tomorrow or Wednesday, and then be active no later than Friday.
What's the price on that one?
That one's 157 is the asking price. It's in pretty good condition. I didn't see anything that would flag FHA issues. But it's warm, right? It's lived in pretty hard.
Awesome.
Who was that?
That was Isaac
That was
Contreras.
Jordan, can you pass him my info for
Yes.
the 157 with the tenant in it?
Yes, of course.
You know what? I actually have one more if you don't mind me speaking a little bit more. John Ottoman with the Odd Couple team. Did I hear hold on?
No, I said
No.
we would love to hear from you, John.
Go on. All right. Sorry. I have a private sale, good cash flowing Section 8 North Minneapolis home that's going to be priced somewhere in the low 200s. I have yet to be inside of it, but I do have a listing agreement signed on it. Has a tenant Section 8 and a cash flow of $1,700 a month, and it's likely going to be around 210. Maybe at the most 225, but somewhere in the 2 to 225, depending on condition inside.
What number street on North Minneapolis?
Can't remember the address off the top of my head. I can send it to you though.
Thank you. That's Janine again. You have one in North Minneapolis. Sorry, I was screaming to my husband.
You're good, Janine. We love it. All righty. Anybody have anything else? Going once, going twice. Oh,
Look at those cute people.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hopping on today. Again, I'll send out that email with the FixUp information, as well as Shannon and Kirsten's contact info, all that good stuff. So appreciate you guys all hopping on. We'll see you next week for the awards for January. Whoop, whoop. Make it a great week, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Oh, I love that.
Thank you.
Yes, it's really nice.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna you the packet because that's what comes out of me. Okay.